first is private company and public company. Let us understand the difference. Number of members. Minimum 2 members are required in case of private company to start a private company. Okay, and maximum 200 members are enough to have a private company. So the number of members which are required for private company is minimum 2 and maximum 200 members. But in case of public company, minimum 7 members are required and maximum there is no limit on membership. Thereafter, number of directors. Minimum 2 directors to fill the quorum are required. कि जब भी मीटिंग होगी कोई भी प्राइवेट कंपनी में तो कोरम होता है कोई. कोरम मतलब कितने पर्सन्स अटेंड करेंगे कंपल्सरीली. सो इन दैट केस देयर इज अ कोरम and in that minimum 2 directors are required to fill that particular quorum. But in case of public company, they need minimum 3 directors to attend the meeting. Quorum means the persons who will, number of persons who will attend the meeting. So in case there is no quorum, there will be no meeting. तो जितने लोग बोले गए हैं उतने लोग अटेंड करेंगे ही करेंगे. अगर कोरम फुल नहीं होता है, जैसे मिनिमम नंबर कंप्लीट नहीं हुआ, तो मीटिंग नहीं होगी. आफ्टर दैट, इन केस ऑफ प्राइवेट कंपनी, इन्विटेशन टू जनरल पब्लिक. सो व्हाट दे आर सेइंग, लेट अस सी. डज नॉट इनवाइट जनरल पब्लिक टू सब्सक्राइब टू इट्स शेयर्स, डिबेंचर्स और पब्लिक डिपॉजिट्स. The private company does not invite general public to subscribe to its shares. ये तो पता ही है क्योंकि यहाँ पे प्राइवेट कंपनी में जो शेयर्स ले जाते हैं वो सिर्फ वो खुद जो शेयर होल्डर्स है प्राइवेट कंपनी के 2 या मोर देन 2, सो नॉट मोर देन 200. सो जो भी होंगे वो खुद मेंबर्स अपने अपने शेयर्स लेंगे. पब्लिक से वो कोई शेयर्स, पब्लिक में कोई शेयर इशू नहीं करेंगे वो, and public will never subscribe to such shares of the private company. So इसमें पब्लिक के लिए डिबेंचर्स भी नहीं होंगे, पब्लिक डिपॉजिट्स भी नहीं होंगे और शेयर्स भी नहीं होंगे इन केस ऑफ प्राइवेट कंपनी. बट इन केस ऑफ पब्लिक कंपनी, यस, पब्लिक कंपनी इनवाइट्स द जनरल पब्लिक टू सब्सक्राइब टू इट्स शेयर्स, डिबेंचर्स एंड पब्लिक डिपॉजिट्स. Then let us understand about prospectus. In case of private company, there is no need to issue the prospectus. But in case of public company, yes, prospectus, it is to be issued compulsorily or a statement in lieu of prospectus. Prospectus हमको पता है कि कोई भी शेयर का इशू करना है किसी भी कंपनी को. In that case, some booklet is launched. In that booklet, how many shares are to be issued, what is the denomination of shares. जैसे डिनोमिनेशन ऑफ हमारी करेंसी होता है ना, 100 रुपी नोट है तो उसमें 100 रुपीज़ का डिनोमिनेशन होगा. वैसे ही प्रोस्पेक्टस में जितने शेयर्स है, जितने का शेयर है उतने का आपको डिनोमिनेशन होगा. कि 10 रुपये का शेयर है कि 200 रुपये का शेयर है, सो दैट विल बी मेंशन्ड. सो प्राइवेट कंपनी नीड नॉट इशू एनी प्रोस्पेक्टस, बट इन केस ऑफ पब्लिक कंपनी इट इज कंपल्सरी फॉर देम टू इशू द प्रोस्पेक्टस और स्टेटमेंट इन ल्यू ऑफ प्रोस्पेक्टस. तो दोनों में से एक करेगी पब्लिक कंपनी इशू, या तो प्रोस्पेक्टस या तो स्टेटमेंट इन ल्यू ऑफ प्रोस्पेक्टस. देन नेक्स्ट इज ट्रांसफर ऑफ शेयर्स. प्राइवेट कंपनी डज नॉट परमिट एनी ट्रांसफर ऑफ शेयर विदाउट प्रायर परमिशन. तो अगर कोई शेयर ट्रांसफर करना है प्राइवेट कंपनी में तो आपको सबसे पहले परमिशन की जरूरत होगी. बट दिस इज नॉट द केस इन पब्लिक कंपनी. In case of public company, free transfer of shares is permitted. Public company में share transferability allowed है. Then statutory meeting report. In case of private company, no compulsion for holding statutory meeting or filing any statutory report. प्राइवेट कंपनी के केस में कोई कंपल्शन नहीं है कि आपको स्टैट्यूटरी मीटिंग हेल्ड करनी है, होल्ड करनी है. ऐसा कोई कंपल्शन नहीं है कि उसका मीटिंग भी करो और उसका रिपोर्ट भी फाइल करो. देयर इज नो कंपल्शन. बट इन केस ऑफ पब्लिक कंपनी इट इज रिक्वायर्ड टू होल्ड द स्टैट्यूटरी मीटिंग एंड देन इट ऑल्सो मस्ट फाइल द स्टैट्यूटरी रिपोर्ट. स्टैट्यूटरी मतलब जो एक्ट में दिया गया है वो अकॉर्डिंग टू स्टैट्यूट और अकॉर्डिंग टू एक्ट. तो जो एक्ट में लिखा गया है उस हिसाब से आपको मीटिंग लेनी पड़ती है पब्लिक कंपनी में, और फिर मीटिंग लेने के बाद उसका एक रिपोर्ट भी सबमिट करना पड़ता है. दिस इज इन केस ऑफ पब्लिक कंपनी, बट देयर इज नो सच रिक्वायरमेंट इन केस ऑफ प्राइवेट कंपनी. Now let us understand about the index of members. No compulsion to maintain the index of members in case of private company. Index of members मतलब list of members, कौन कौन मेंबर्स है, उनके नेम्स, एड्रेसेस, फ़ोन नंबर्स, ईमेल आईडी, ये सारी एक इंडेक्स तरीके से मेंटेन करना पड़ता है पब्लिक कंपनी के लिए, बट देयर इज नो सच रिक्वायरमेंट इन केस ऑफ प्राइवेट कंपनी. देन लीगल फॉर्मेलिटीज. प्राइवेट कंपनी इज एग्जेम्प्टेड फ्रॉम वेरियस लीगल फॉर्मेलिटीज, बट public company has to comply with the many legal formalities. Legal formalities मतलब for example filing of returns or filing of the statutory report of the statutory meeting, filing of the prospectus or statement in lieu of prospectus, ये सारा. तो legal formalities प्राइवेट कंपनी में कोई नहीं है, जहाँ की पब्लिक कंपनी में ये सारी legal formalities करनी पड़ेंगी आपको. Then let us understand the difference between company and cooperative society. Formation. Company gets formed by the registration under the Companies Act 2013, but cooperative society gets formed by the registration under Cooperative Societies Act 1960. Then number of members. In case of company, minimum 2 members in case of private company and 7 members in case of public company are required to form a company. प्राइवेट कंपनी में 2 मेंबर्स की ज़रूरत है, पब्लिक कंपनी में 7 मेंबर्स की ज़रूरत है टू फॉर्म एनी कंपनी, प्राइवेट और पब्लिक. देन इन केस ऑफ कोऑपरेटिव सोसाइटी, मिनिमम 2 मेंबर्स आर नीडेड टू फॉर्म ए कोऑपरेटिव ऑर्गेनाइजेशन. नाउ लेट अस अंडरस्टैंड द मोटिव. The main motive of the company is to earn profit, obviously, but the main motive of cooperative organization is to provide service to its members. Cooperative organization का main motive कभी भी profit making नहीं हो सकता. It is only service motive to the members. Then next is transfer of shares. In case of company, there is free transfer of shares. It is allowed, but in case of cooperative society, transfer of shares is never permitted, or shares can be returned but they cannot be transferred. Then voting rights. In case of company, there is 1 share 1 vote. In case of company, there is 1 share 1 vote, but in case of cooperative society, there is 1 member 1 vote. So this is a difference for voting right. Then is management by board of directors and professional experts. The management of company is done by the board of directors or managerial professional experts. But in case of voluntary, in case of cooperative organization, the management is conducted by or carried out by voluntary and honorary service of members. So management in case of company is done by the board of directors or professional experts. And in case of cooperative society, the management of the cooperative society is done by voluntary and honorary service of the members. Then next is privileges. In case of company, no special privileges are granted by government to the companies. But in case of cooperative societies, many concessions or exemptions are granted to cooperative organizations by government. तो कोऑपरेटिव ऑर्गेनाइजेशन को तो बहुत सारे कंसेशंस गवर्नमेंट देती है, बट कंपनी को नहीं देती है. नाउ लेट अस अंडरस्टैंड द डिफरेंस बिटवीन कंपनी एंड पार्टनरशिप. सो फर्स्ट पॉइंट ऑफ डिफरेंस इज फॉर्मेशन. कंपनी इज फॉर्म्ड बाय गेटिंग रजिस्ट्रेशन अंडर कंपनीज एक्ट 2013. देन पार्टनरशिप इज फॉर्म्ड बाय साइनिंग एन एग्रीमेंट बाय ऑल द पार्टनर्स, and registration is not compulsory in case of partnership, though it is advisable to get certain benefits, but registration is not compulsory in case of partnership. We were discussing about company and partnership, the difference between company and partnership. The first point of difference is formation. Company is formed by getting registration under Companies Act 2013, and partnership is formed by signing an agreement by all the partners. Registration is not compulsory in case of partnership, but it is advisable. Then number of members. In case of company, minimum 2 members are required to start a private company, and in case of public company, minimum 7 members are required to start a public company. Then maximum 50 in case of private company, and in case of public company there is no such maximum limit for membership. But in case of partnership, minimum 2 members are required and maximum 10 members in case of banking company and 20 members in case of any other business. This is the minimum and maximum limit for partnership or members in partnership. Then liability. The liability of the members is limited to the extent of contribution in the share capital. In case of company, the liability of the member is limited to the extent of contributed capital. Then in case of partnership, the liability of partners is unlimited. Only in case of limited liability partnership, the liability of one partner is unlimited but others is limited. Then in case of, you can say, the point of difference is transfer of interest. The transfer of interest is possible by transfer of shares in case of company, and such transfer of interest is not permitted in case of partnership. Then management. Managed by board of directors and professional experts. Company is always managed by the board of directors and professional experts who are appointed as managers. But in case of partnership, it is managed by partners only. Then mutual agency. The member is not agent of other member. In case of company, there is no such mutual agency relationship. But in case of partnership, every partner is considered as agent of other partner, and here the mutual agency relationship exists. The principal is partnership firm and all the partners are agents of the firm. Then continuity or stability. Stable, and in case of company it is stable and continues even in case of death, insolvency and incapacity of any member, because death, insolvency or incapacity of any member will not affect the existence of company. तो members को कुछ भी हो जाए तो भी company continuously रहेगी, existing रहेगी. But in case of partnership firm gets dissolved in case of death, insolvency or incapacity of any partner. The partnership firm may continue its business, but then it is reconstituted and then the business will continue. Then regarding legal status. In case of company, legal status is there, that is the company is considered as separate legal entity from its members. So members are different from the company. In case of company, there is separate legal entity concept, but in case of partnership there is no separate legal entity concept, and hence no separate legal entity is there different from its member in case of partnership. Then company is governed by Companies Act 2013 and partnership is governed by Partnership Act 1932. So this was regarding company and partnership.